My name is Zodiak, and this is the Cauldron on Times TV. This is where editors meet. It is a program that we thought of doing just to feature editors because the belief is editors follow news. Editors drive news agenda, and we think they have a thing or two that they can talk about on the news. Once again, my name is Zodiak, and I welcome you all to this week's edition of the Cauldron. Let me welcome today's guest. He is Brian Ligomega. Brian is not a new face here. He's former managing editor for Times Group, but also now executive director for Center for Solution Journalism. Brian, welcome.
Thank you.
Let's go straight into the first segment. And the story is about the vaccine. The vaccine that is here, but doubts can't go away. Since last week, government has been rolling out the COVID-19 vaccine. And so far, President Lazarus Chakwera, his vice Saulos Chilima, and other prominent individuals in our society, such as the Army Commander, General Vincent Dindwe, Inspector General of Police, George Kainja, former Presidency, Joyce Banda, as well as Bakiri Mluzi, and the others have taken the vaccine. But this is despite the bad publicity that the AstraZeneca vaccine, the one that is here in Malawi, is having some bad publicity, with some European countries suspending its rolling out, citing safety issues. Brian, let's grab it by the horns. Good news or bad news to those that have taken the vaccine, knowing that in Europe opinion is growing. I must hasten to add that so far they haven't found a direct link between blood clotting or hemorrhage with the vaccine. But still, there's this talk, 5, 6, 7 countries suspending it in Europe. Is it good news or bad news to those of us that have taken it? By the way, I've taken it. To those of us that have taken the vaccine.
It's good news.
Yes.
Vaccines are very useful and very beneficial.
Yes.
First of all, they actually reduce the rates of transmission of the virus.
That's right.
And the vaccines also reduces severe illnesses and even fatalities among the people.
Yes.
The fact is that when you get the vaccine, you can contract the virus.
Yes.
But the difference comes in that you will not have severe illness.
That's right.
And you will not die.
That's right.
When somebody rejects to take that vaccine and gets the virus,
there's danger.
There's danger, and they are at the risk of now either becoming severely sick or even dying from COVID-19. So it's important that as many people as possible should access the vaccine. It's voluntary.
Yes.
People are not being forced.
Yes.
People are making their free will to access that vaccines.
The issue in Europe, and this vaccine was made in Europe, to be specific, Britain, Oxford in England. But the issue in Europe is that some people are linking the vaccine to clotting of blood or brain hemorrhage. Yet the company that manufactured is insisting that there isn't that, there's no direct link. You would expect that from the company, isn't it? They are making billions of money from it.
There is one thing that we should understand and know. There is no vaccine. All the 4 of them, or 5 of them, one is in China, the other one is in Russia.
Yes, Johnson in America.
All the vaccines
Pfizer,
are not 100% effective, or their efficacy is not 100%. The AstraZeneca that we are referring to is about 63 to 70. The others are about 90 or 90 something. But there is no vaccine which is 100%. And when it comes to issues of drugs and medicines, we should understand that some people will take the same drug
and react badly.
And react badly.
That's right.
It happens. But it doesn't mean no one has died.
You are putting chemicals into your body.
Yeah.
So certainly bodies, differ.
Yes. But no one has died because of getting a vaccine. You only have some side effects, which are actually manageable.
The response is that, yes, there could be those things, vary from person to person. But the benefits are huge.
The benefits actually outweigh those side effects.
Side effects,
I
exactly.
recall some few years ago, once upon a time, we had what we called chloroquine.
That's right.
For treating malaria.
Yes.
When some people take chloroquine, they'll be okay.
Yes.
But when others take the same chloroquine, they'll feel itchy. Yes. But at the end of the day, both of them will be
no
healed.
malaria. Exactly.
So we should look at the benefits instead of looking at the few issues that might be there.
Is this the ultimate solution to this problem, the vaccine? If we all get vaccinated, they're saying above 18. If everybody in Malawi gets vaccinated above 18, of course it's voluntary, but maybe a majority. Would that automatically take us out of this problem?
It's one of the solutions to the problems. Usually, when you have these pandemics, you need to manage and control them. The virus might be there, but it will not be hitting people hard as it is doing now. We had another virus 10 years ago, 2 decades ago, HIV and AIDS. Thanks to technology and to scientists, because of the ARVs, people now have the virus, but they are not getting sick.
It's no longer death sentence.
Yes, no longer a death sentence.
Not that we are encouraging people to go and get it.
No.
But we are saying those that were unfortunate to get it, it's not a death sentence. The ARV is happening.
Yes.
Yes.
So in the same way, COVID might be there up to some few years to come, but with the medications that are coming, with the vaccines that are coming, then we should be optimistic and hopeful that things will get better.
The president, the vice president, former presidents, 2 of them so far, army commander, police inspector general, they even asked the editor-in-chief
of Times Group
to go and get it, and he did. How good was that? Because I know of some countries where ministers have been forced to resign because there's a queue. Government is saying old people with conditions, medical people, security, what? I think it was one of the countries, South America, the minister jumped the queue and got it before his time came, maybe based on age. But here, the leaders have started. Is that a good thing?
It's a good thing. We should have role models.
Okay.
Because people were spreading all sorts of lies and
they still continue.
Yes, and they still continue. George, you took a jab.
Yes, I did.
Are you sick?
No, I'm not.
Are you suffering from any side effects?
No, not at all.
You are okay.
No, I'm okay. I'm fine.
The president did the same.
Yes.
The army general did the same.
Yes.
They are all okay, as fit as a fiddle.
That's why I've come here recording this program. It's because I'm fit to come to work.
So what are the people fearing? The problem is that in Malawi and in most African countries, we fear and we tell lies about things that we don't understand. Things that we are ignorant about.
Is that good to be careful?
No, it's not good. You lose out a lot.
Yes.
Some people are even saying, no, why has this why have these vaccines been developed so quickly? Let us appreciate that technology is assisting.
It's changing.
It's changing the way we do
getting
things.
Developed. Yes.
Long time ago, when you see a train, you always assumed that a train moves slowly, and when somebody is driving a car, actually he would arrive faster than the one who has
been on a train.
But now
things have changed.
Things have changed.
Yes.
Trains are running faster than
even buses or what have you.
And cars.
That's right.
So we should understand that with the development in technology, things can be done earlier, quicker, and even faster.
There was also, I didn't mention the inclusion of religious leaders. Archbishop Thomas Nsusa, he's the great Archbishop of Blantyre, Archdiocese of the Catholic Church, also took the disease. In terms of resistance,
Took the vaccine.
Sorry, not the disease. No. The vaccine. Thank you very much for going. He took the vaccine. In terms of resistance, I think the religious angle has also been very, very vocal. We have prophets, non-prophets even here in Malawi, who spoke against this. But you had the Archbishop taking the vaccine.
There is a problem. Let's call a spade and
Yes.
not a spoon as a spade.
Exactly.
There is a problem with people who have never gone to seminaries or theological colleges.
Is that so?
Yes, they use a lot of samples.
What is the problem, Mr. Ligome?
Anyone who has been to a theological college for 3 years,
Yes.
studied the Bible,
Yes.
the Quran, and the holy books,
Yes.
they will understand these issues easily. They will even understand that this time around, they are living on planet Earth. They are
Yes.
not in a paradise or
Yes.
in heaven somewhere.
Yes.
But we have some church leaders who have never studied the Bible systematically, and these are the people who want to behave as if they are already in heaven. Instead of following,
Are they the ones?
Instead-
I sure I'm sorry, that the ones that are providing this as our only.
most of them, yes. Most of them, yes.
Yes.
Yes. Most of the people who have never gone to accredited theological colleges are the ones who bring up all these funny beliefs as if they are in heaven or somewhere else.
You accept
We,
it? Oh, yeah.
we are on the planet Earth, and we
Yes.
follow the nature of.
We have not gone to heaven
We
yet.
are not gone to heaven yet. If they are in heaven, thanks and good.
Seeing your passion, the way you are talking about this, probably it's an acceptance that maybe the system hasn't done enough to convince everyone that although there are these problems in Europe, countries like Germany suspending because they are being careful to protect the population, but we still need to go take this vaccine. Is there a problem in terms of how government, NGOs, and other affected entities have presented this to the public, or it's just that the vaccines have always been a difficult thing to sell to the population?
It's not only vaccines. In the world, most people do not agree on many things. We don't agree on many things. If some people will see you eating mice, they will laugh at you.
They'll say, what
Something
are you doing?
is wrong with you. And if you see some people eating dogs, you will also be surprised. And
Yeah, in Malawi, it's a misnomer
Yes.
to eat a dog. But I know other countries,
they enjoy that. I mean, even among the faith or the religious groups that you referred to, some would even drink beer without any problems.
Others would say taking alcohol is a sin.
Take pork or bacon.
Yes.
Others
yes.
would enjoy bacon.
Yes, very much
Others
so.
would despise
I
that.
do enjoy pork myself, as much as you do. Also, I know.
But you see, because of our culture and our religious beliefs, most of us, we do not agree on many things.
Yes.
And we shouldn't be surprised that others are laughing the coming of vaccines. It's the nature of humanity.
But sometimes it becomes dangerous, isn't it? Such time.
Yes,
and this vaccine, the problem with this vaccine is it's voluntary.
It becomes dangerous. But as I've said, that what people don't understand, it's what you will describe with so many things. When somebody gets rich, yet they are hardworking. In the village, somebody will say, that one? Maybe practicing satanic
witchcraft,
rituals or whatsoever.
Yes. And that has been a common thing these days.
It's a common thing.
That one is a satanist.
Yes. They do that because they don't understand that their friend get up at 3 a.m. and start working hard, looking after chickens, looking after. So
and
they
then
don't understand.
He makes money.
He makes money.
And then you think he's satanic.
Yes.
But is there something that could government do more to convince? Okay, maybe the other question is why has government made this voluntary? Is it democracy? World practice that is voluntary?
In terms of human rights, most of the things that we do hinges on voluntary.
Yeah.
You are free to marry or not to marry.
Yeah, that's right.
You are free to have children or not to have children.
Yes.
So, when it comes to vaccines, people are free to access or not to access. But those people who are strongly opposed to accessing vaccines should not interfere with those who wish to access.
I know there are some churches
it's wrong for a church leader, for instance, to stand on the pulpit and start discouraging the members.
How do we go forward as a society then? Because clearly we see certain things like some churches, I will not name them here on television, but I know some churches don't go to the hospital. They've taught their following, don't go to the hospital. we have seen how this has led to some tragic deaths of probably children that didn't even take part in that decision. Some say don't go to school, to the utter, disdain of society. Do we just tramp on those and grab them and take them to the hospital and inject them?
We need to follow the law, and and if our law is weak, we need to review the law.
Yes.
The law.
Yes.
If I make decision, it should be my decision. But I shouldn't be making decisions based on my personal cultural and religious beliefs that impinge on the freedoms and the rights of other people. So the law should take care of that.
All right.
Yes.
You are watching the Cauldron, and my name is Zodiak. We are discussing the vaccine AstraZeneca that is being rolled, and people are taking it. We saw the president, the vice president, and other prominent members of society also taking the vaccine. I'm with Brian Ligomega, and he's my guest on the Cauldron this week. We'll take a break. When we come back, we're going to see how crucial is the fact that government must move with speed to acquire enough vaccines for the 60% of the population that they are targeting to vaccinate. How crucial is that, and why should we move fast? Already there are fears of a third wave, even a fourth wave of the disease. The present wave that we are living in, the numbers are going down. But there's a third wave that people are talking about. They're mentioning countries like Kenya, that is already there. I think in Europe, Italy is already there. How crucial are these vaccines? How should we move to make sure that that third wave, if it comes, and we pray that it doesn't come, is not as bad as the one that we are in, where we have lost some people. We can even count our losses. Don't go away. Welcome back. This is the Cauldron, and today we are looking at the vaccine AstraZeneca that is being rolled out in the country with top leadership as well as medical workers, security agencies like the army and police getting the jab. Brian, let's proceed. Yet, despite the fact that here we are talking about AstraZeneca, that probably we should go ahead, and we have gone ahead. Government has been firm that they've got to go ahead. The Minister of Health, Honorable Kumbiza Chiponda, is firm. Every time she appears on TV or is on radio, she says, "We are your government. We cannot get something that is not safe." Despite all that assurance that the government is giving us, yet there's an argument. Number one, the vaccine was not made in Malawi. It was made in Europe, specifically Britain. And in Europe, the countries like Germany, Denmark, Norway, and others have suspended. Sightings, they want to be sure. Yes, so far, no link between hemorrhage or blood clotting to AstraZeneca. This other day, I think it was the regulator in EU, the medicine regulator, declaring that there's no link. Yet, these are giants, 5 countries. How do we reconcile that? Where are things going wrong? We can't ignore the fact that Europe, some of countries in Europe have suspended AstraZeneca.
Yeah, they have done so.
Yes.
And actually they are free to do so.
So it's human rights. It's very
They have suspended. A suspension is a suspension.
Yes. They haven't said you have stopped. It's just suspension.
It can be lifted.
They want to take a second look.
Yes, they want to take a second look. And they are also doing so because they have so many alternatives, which in our case we do not have.
Yeah, not much. Yeah, one, we are poor, don't have the money to buy whatever they want to buy.
We don't have even those very cold deep freezers and refrigerators
to keep some of that require very low temperatures.
Yeah. So, but they are doing that even already after using.
Yes. So far, 17 million people worldwide have taken AstraZeneca.
Yes.
How crucial is the fact that before we went for the break, I was talking about the targets that government has set for itself. They are targeting 60% of the population. But So far, we only had one plane load, 360,000 units. How crucial is that government should move fast on this one?
Government should move fast. It's important that as many people as possible should get the jab, should get the vaccine. But we should also understand that 60% that Malawi is a youthful population.
That's right.
Which means that the other percentage might account for people who are under 18.
Yes.
And they may not be eligible at this point in time to get the vaccines.
Yes.
I know that we only received about 400,000 or 360,000 consignment of the vaccines. But in most countries, these are coming in batches. You are not receiving the whole lot
because you're talking of storage as well.
Storage as well,
yes.
And again, so many countries are fighting for these vaccines. So
the finance minister, Felix Mluso, told Parliament that this is the figure that we need. I think he was talking of 80 billion, 90 billion that we need for the vaccines. But he wasn't like saying, I'm going to get the money. At the end of the day, the ones that are coming is because of outside help. Should government really get involved and raise money and buy the vaccines?
Yeah, surely, yes. Government has the responsibility of ensuring that its citizens are healthy and we are protected from COVID-19. So, apart from the support that we are getting from international organizations and the other multinationals, government needed to dig deep in its pocket and procure its own vaccines.
Is this what people, advocacy groups, even the people that do demonstrations should be doing demonstrations on to force the government to make sure that it does its job, other than talking about allowances, for example?
Sometimes it's
where are the trapezes and what?
No, sometimes it's also good to look at the reality on the ground. We have so many competing priorities.
Yes.
And we cannot...
And government, they're in trouble over the budget.
Yeah, we cannot ignore them. With COVID-19, the economy, most economies contracted. And in Malawi, even was affected because of the same. So...
At the end of the day, as you say, this is voluntary. And from the look of things, not with scientific evidence, just by feeling, the feeling out there is not a good one. This group that are discouraging people to get the vaccine seems to be so far somehow winning the war.
No.
You don't think so?
There are few noisemakers, very toxic.
Arik Ponje did this program that we do on Times TV, Dangaranga. Clearly people were saying, no, it's not scientific. I'm not saying it represents anything.
But that's why I'm saying that there are few noisemakers. And when they make noise, you may assume that a lot of people are against getting the vaccines. But many people like to access the vaccines.
Is it?
Yes.
Do you want to have it yourself?
Surely, yes. Actually, I think by next week, when they come to my district hospital,
you're going to offer yourself get a job. This is also a function of what is called development communication. Are we doing enough to change people's attitudes? You yourself now, after running away from the newsroom, you are now into that. Are you guys doing enough? Assess yourself.
We are not doing enough. I should
to convince the population.
I actually sometimes ask when they say so much money was allocated for communication and media events in that 6.2 billion that was squandered.
You didn't get any yourself?
No, I
said the truth. You are on TV.
No. When we were advocating in communities, we use the little resources that we have, but we did not get anything from government. Yes.
Okay. Now, clearly, it's the media. You guys, traditional media, social media, assessors, have we done well? We also want help, but it looks like the help is not. It's coming. I've got to be honest. Now I'm talking as editor chief. It's coming. I don't want the convention department to blame me that you did appreciate the support that we're getting. It's coming, but where can we do better?
Please produce in-depth program about vaccines. How are vaccines developed? People should understand that there is exploratory science. Then we have preclinical trials where you test those things in animals, like mice, monkeys,
exactly,
to see is this drug poisonous. From there you go to people, human beings,
exactly,
in volunteers.
Yes,
you even test among maybe 30,000, and you find that all the 30,000 people are okay. Then you go and manufacture and roll out the vaccines. People should understand that process. When they understand that process, then the lies that we say will be there. Some will say, when you get that vaccine, you will become infertile, you will never give birth.
Yes, there are those
but
things.
Old man, you are 60 years old. You want to be giving, to be having
more children
at the age of 60. And you find somebody who has 7 children complaining about that. And there is no connection between these vaccines and those issues. If you are infertile, you are infertile. There are reasons behind that. Yeah.
But Brian, we can't ignore the other side. That is, for example, the news in Europe. We couldn't have ignored it to say, oh, forget it, let's encourage vaccine. How do we walk with the tightrope? You have BBC, whatever, bombarding us that in Europe they have stopped this. Yet then you have government, Minister of Health and the rest, people like you, saying, let's encourage the people to go and take the vaccine. How do we walk with that tightrope? Do we ignore this other side?
You don't ignore them. But the fact is that those people can stop getting this type of vaccines, and yet they are getting another type of vaccines, and you are making a lot of noise in Malawi. When you are vulnerable, you are not able to get the other type of vaccines that your peers and your colleagues in Europe are getting. So it's better to eat raw cassava than being in a situation where you have no access to food.
You have nothing.
You have nothing.
You're going to die.
Half a bread is better than none. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Okay. So, from here, where do we go? Already, the experts are warning of a third wave. And they always add that this one will even be harder than the one that we are in. You tend to wonder. This one was hard. We lost so many people. We can count them. And it's every sector, whether you talk of the media, academia, politics, and what, everywhere we lost people that we shouldn't have lost, that we probably had more to contribute to this country. Where do we go from here? There are vaccines. Is there something that we can do to prepare better for the other wave? If it comes, we wish it doesn't come.
Let us not play with our lives.
Yeah.
Let's get the vaccines, let's get the jabs. Let's continue masking up, although you and me, I think.
No, but at least we are from each other.
Let's continue having the social distance that we are referring to.
Yes.
Let's clean our hands all the time. Let's sanitize.
Yes.
We should continue doing that.
Exactly.
Yeah, sure.
We should continue to do what we are doing. Even those of us that have been vaccinated, it doesn't mean that I should now walk about without a mask. And whenever you meet me, you will see that I've got a mask on because I still want to play by the rules. Play by the rules. We'll take another break. This is why we end the first segment of the program, where we're discussing the local top story, and it's about the vaccine that is being rolled out, despite the fact that there's also bad publicity about it. When we come back, we'll move to the second segment of the program, which is we're going to look at a top story that we think we should talk about. And today we are talking about the Mozambican war, the atrocities in northern Mozambique. Why? Because Mozambique is our next door neighbor, and if something happens to Mozambique, it affects us. I remember the first war after independence in 1975, it affected us greatly. That even our own soldiers went to Mozambique to try to guard our supply line, the railway line, and it was bad. So we can't ignore Mozambique. Don't go away. Let's just take a small break. Welcome back. You are watching the Cauldron on Times TV or TTV, if you want. And my name is George Kasagula. I'm joined by Brian Ligomega. Brian is very, very experienced journalist. He was once managing editor of this media group. Now he is the executive director for Center for Solution Journalism. Still using journalism, but to solve society problems. Isn't it, Brian?
Surely.
That's essentially what you are doing.
That's what we do.
This is the second segment. Save the Children says Islamist militants in northern Mozambique are beheading children as young as 11 in Delgado province. One mother told the agents that she saw her son being beheaded close to where she was hiding with the other children of hers. Brand, terrible thing. Neighbors happening next door. Sad thing for Southern Africa. Our security is under threat.
It's terrible. It's unfortunate that the government, the Maputo, or the government of Mozambique, ignored or undermined the impact that the militants would have.
Clearly, they're not. This torture. They want to inflict maximum torture. These terrorists, but the idea is to attract attention.
Yeah, they want to attract attention in 2 or 3 ways. To attract attention from those who sponsor them.
Yes, that they are doing the job.
They are doing the job.
Yes.
And even to attract attention from the international community that their plight isn't being addressed.
Yes.
Because when you look at such situations usually appear in areas where there are natural resources.
Minerals and whatever.
Yes,
yes.
You send multinational companies to go and start exploiting the resources
because they have capital. You don't have the capital.
Surely yes. But one of the big mistakes that is made is that you don't consider how the community in that area where they are, like in Mozambique, where there is natural gas, will benefit. And the people become angry that the multinationals are becoming richer and richer, making money,
huge profits.
Yet the area where those resources are coming from becomes poor and poor, and even the degradation of the environment is sometimes bad or worse.
And it has caused problems anywhere, whether it's Nigeria, whether it's Angola. There was Ken Saro-Wiwa in Nigeria that he was fighting for. To make sure that Ogonland is not damaged. It causes problems. It causes problems. Resentments.
So it's extremely important that
not that we're justifying the beheading of children.
No. It's extremely important that governments should actually think of the social responsibility
attached to these projects.
Right
from the word go.
Right from the word go. You ignore those things.
Then somehow
then people will rise up
and it doesn't
it
ends in tears.
Yes, it is.
So far 2,500 people getting killed, 700,000 displaced, nearing 1 million. A huge toll on the nation.
It's a huge toll, and it's unfortunate that the administration in Maputo, the government in Mozambique, hasn't been calling for regional support, because what in my view, in my opinion, what was important was to call from support from the neighboring countries to try and resolve the military situation. Apart from dealing with the military situation, what are the people complaining about, and how do you address those socio-economic issues?
Inevitably, we must talk about ourselves, Malawi. Of course, this is the northern part, very far away from us, but it's still Mozambique. It's still the same, border. Do you see this escalating and maybe drawing us in? I remember there was a point where the president went to Botswana to discuss this matter, and the Malawians started talking. That what does this mean? He said, no, we're not sending our soldiers there. But is there such a risk?
With a passage of time, yes. Because what we should know is that it's one problematic province in Mozambique.
Yes, Delgado.
Yes. And that might cross to Niassa province in Mozambique.
That's right.
Niassa province is next to Malawi.
Yes.
And the problem has already crossed from Cabo Delgado to Twara area in Tanzania. So
Yes.
the insurgents are able to move from...
They're operating there.
Yeah, from both sides.
Yes.
When they can go to Tanzanian side and they can go to Mozambican side.
Yes.
So when that problem is growing bigger and bigger, we should expect them that they will go to the next province, which is Nyasa province, which is next to Malawi. With a passage of time, we might catch that military or insurgency flu, which is in Mozambique.
So what should we do? What should this? At the end of the day, SADC is already discussing this problem because they have recognized that it affects the security of the whole region. But we are the neighbors. What should SADC do? What should we do? What should we push for in SADC? Military intervention.
SADC should... No, before military intervention is the second step. SADC should engage Mozambique. And sometimes it's good to have direct face-to-face discussions. Most of those members of that group, the sergeants group, calling themselves Al-Shabaab,
yes,
are actually Mozambicans.
Yes, of course.
So what's wrong with Mozambicans discussing with fellow Mozambicans?
Yes.
They can have direct talks. SADC should arrange mediation between the two sides.
Maybe the issue of atrocities that they are committing. People are angry in Maputo that these people are thugs. Let's just,
but we don't. That anger will not stop the atrocities.
Exactly.
At least the mediation.
The population is at risk.
Yeah,
look what is happening to mothers. This is terrible.
Yeah, so the mediation can assist to reduce or even stop those atrocities.
I see. There then is where we end the second segment of the program. We'll take a final break. When we come back, this program also looks at the media itself. What is happening? What are the issues? What should the people know about the media? How do we operate? We've gone to the newsroom. We've discussed issues. We've discussed problems, even allowances. That at some point somebody people were accusing us that journalists love allowances. All those issues we have discussed them in this program. So when we come back, we'll go to that segment, the third and final segment of the program. And today we are discussing: is it time to award journalistic excellence? Don't go away. Welcome back. This is the Cauldron on Times TV, and we are now in the final stretch of the program. It is the newsroom segment where we pick an issue affecting journalism and discuss it. Brian, Mr. Malawi, as every year, this year, March, they have invited interested paid-up members to submit their outstanding published works so that they should be awarded in the 2021 Mr. Malawi Annual Media Awards. As is practice, the awards are given as a part of the celebration of World Press Freedom Day, which falls on May 3, except last year because of COVID. We'll discuss that whether we'll be able to do it. But once again, time to award the journalistic excellence. Is it a good thing for May 3 celebrations?
Yeah, it is a good thing. As a matter of fact, those awards, besides recognizing the excellence and the hard work, they motivate the journalists to work hard.
That was my next question, to say, do these awards really encourage that, or it's just a yearly ritual that we must go through and then hand over? Do they really encourage journalists, or it has become a ritual?
At one point, I was one of
we dress up in suits one evening. The ladies dress up in glittering, gowns and what have you.
At one point, I was one of the judges.
Yes, I remember.
I
remember. Was it last year?
And that made me to critically look at the.
Was that last year?
Yeah, that was last year.
Yeah.
And that made me to critically look at the awards and what they do. The awards do three things.
Okay.
First of all, they recognize the excellence and do the motivation. The same Mr. Awards also empowers or motivates journalists to actually cover some of the issues that are usually undercovered or ignored. Because there are categories that look at those issues. And the journalists sometimes are motivated to work hard and to report on those issues professionally, giving them prominence.
Yes.
because they know that at the end of the day they might win an award.
I'm glad that you are mentioning that, Brian. Before you finish, you're probably going to cover the other issue that goes with what you are saying.
Yeah.
Some people are saying those awards that you are talking about, that it draw the attention of the journalists to some obscure matter. Yet more, it's too important to the society. It's the donors driving them. It's not really the journalists. Is that pure journalism that we should be forced to write something because their donors are interested in? Are we not doing the PR of donors?
Actually, that's pure journalism than the political journalism that most journalists are proud of. Mm-hmm. Some of the issues that are covered, for instance, agriculture, they affect 80% of the population of Malawi. Most Malawians are in the agriculture sector. And if you award somebody for reporting professionally on agriculture, don't say that that's not pure journalism. Malawians, even Malawi as an economy, benefit a lot from agriculture. And awarding somebody for doing excellent journalism in agriculture.
What about these other things? Okay, agriculture there, you got a point. Agriculture, health, education, and what have you. You got a point. These are things that we must. But there are other obscure things that donors are just doing it because
the other category, for instance, is that of human rights.
Yeah.
And
Brulibon. Do you know anything about Brulibon yourself?
HIV and AIDS, over 1 million Malawians are affected by HIV and AIDS, almost living with HIV and AIDS.
So
and you want to ignore something that, affect over 1 million Malawians, calling it obscure.
I'm a devil's advocate. I want people to understand how the things are working.
It's not, HIV and AIDS is not obscure. You leave HIV and AIDS unmanaged, then the economy will suffer. People will continue dying.
Okay.
Yes.
Obviously, you are singing praises for their house, and I know where you're coming from. But still, there should be room for improvement. Where should we improve them? You let's say we're a judge, so probably I picked the right person to come and discuss this.
Yes, the area. I had to argue. The area that you are raising is important. I think we almost have now 20 or 30 awards.
There are many of them. And they don't refuse any offer. If you yourself as center for if you have money, you can even get an award and the people will be competing.
I think in the future it's important to look at them and try to harmonize them so that you can even reduce the number of awards.
Yeah, it's a long night.
To say maybe 10 or 15 awards.
Yes.
I would wish it was so. But as I said, remember one of the benefits of the awards is that they even assist companies and organizations. Even UN agencies.
Yes.
To also
are involved so much
to also
in a big way.
To also advance social issues that affect the majority of Malawians.
Exactly. My final one is last year they were held in September. Actually, we think they have come fast. Because of COVID, we were unable to hold them in May. The date is May 3. May 3 or the weekend. If May 3 is within the week, then they're done over the weekend. This year, do you see the same thing happening? Probably we are praying that COVID we should not have this third wave and fourth wave, and then still hold the it's a month after, next month, isn't it? This March, April, and then in May.
It's the choices that I think the organizers will make. I know. Sometimes we are doing things virtually, but telling journalists that we will have World Press Freedom Days
virtually
conducted virtually. Some may not like the idea
exactly
because they like the person,
the camaraderie, the meeting. This is the day when we meet.
You eat together, you enjoy together, dance together.
I think this year it will be the black tie, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, so we will see, but you can still do it using. While adhering to COVID,
exactly,
preventative measures. Yeah. So long as you control the number of people that will access.
So a good thing that we must all look forward to. Awards and what have you, a good thing.
It's a good thing, yes.
It's an assessment, kind of assessment.
It shows the commitment of journalists to reporting
whether investigative or social issues.
Exactly. Certainly, we need the good journalism in this country, and the awards, as Brian has said consistently, they encourage the journalists to do their best. They encourage the media houses to do their best so that the public out there, gets a good service. On that note, I'm afraid that's why we end this week's edition of the Cauldron. And as usual, you're with me, George Kasabula, joined by Brian Ligomeka, to help me, talk about the issues as an experienced editor himself, and now even continuing using journalism to solve society problems. My other thanks should go to Gondwan Mohone and the team in the final control center for the good job done in recording this program. My other thanks are going to go to Sarah Chilola, who is the producer of the program. From everyone here, it's goodbye, and remember to stay safe from COVID. Mask up, keep a safe distance, and of course, wash hands. My name is George Kasabula, and I say goodbye.